Monday, October 6th, market analysis, Stan Ehrlich. Well, I usually start out with stock market indexes, go to futures, and I've got a few stocks that I monitor currently. And I talk about other things as well. Now, I've been talking about the October lows since August. Obviously, the market is still strong. It's been making new highs. We have some today, some of them new historic highs, some of them new highs for many months, not quite historic. Russell. Uh, Dow is just barely in that new historical territory. But the problem is we have a variety of technical indicators that are telling me that it's dangerous to be going long, to be buying under these at these prices, under these circumstances, when we are overbought in everything. This is usually a prelude. It might be a few more days, it might even be a week. But usually, over 90% of the time since 1993, we have seen a buying opportunity. That means the bottom of some sort of a break in October. There has not been any significant break at all so far. I expect it to be very sharp and fast and substantial. Some of the October lows have been incredibly important, months of down move, and then months, if not years, of up move afterwards. Look at the October time frame, a few months earlier into October and after October every year for the last decades. Find out for yourself. Now, too overbought, don't want to go long, looking for a break on the MES. The 1 minute chart, and I'm giving you a 5 minute chart today, didn't quite make new highs, but very close. Nevertheless, closed up around 3 points higher for the day. Not fantastic, not bad, but good. Okay. Now the SPY is basically the same thing. Almost new historic highs. Same story. No change of commentary. What about the QQQ? New historic highs, and the QQQ did make a high higher than Friday's highs, which was a bearish engulfing ER sell signal, which was on Friday, making me very optimistic that I was going to see the beginning of the break into the October low, which didn't happen. Today, the market opened stronger, popped up the new high ground, closed up 4.5 points almost on the QQQ, and a new historical high ground, but still overbought. And these red bearish ER sell signals are not always the top or bottom of moves, like this last one that's green on the bottom for a buy and green. April 7th, the exact low day for months and months to come. Well, until now. So the red means we're probably in the process of topping out, not guaranteed, but usually. And often, 30% plus of the time, it is the exact high day, and sometimes for a long time to come. Let's keep going. We got the 5 minute chart on the QQQ. It did make new highs, and it stayed up there, closed strong, killing my sell signal. Oops. Next, we have the NQ, the NASDAQ, and it also had a bearish engulfing yesterday. Didn't work. New high closed today, very strong. And the 5 minute chart shows you exactly that. Made new highs, pulled back a little, new highs again, pulled back a little, closed on a very strong note on the NQ. The YM, the Dow, actually went down just a little bit, but Friday it was a new high and a new high close and overbought. So the YM just pulled back a slight bit. No signals, no bearish indications, nothing yet. I haven't yet started to talk about how far down I expect it to go. I've been talking about that every day for weeks. I've been wrong. I don't feel good about that. I'm not in the habit of being wrong that much for that long. But anyway, the 5 minute chart on the YM had a break like the others, but didn't recover completely. Nevertheless, that is not particularly bearish. And what about the Russell? Historical resistance area, we're still in it, approaching the top of it in overbought conditions. At any time, I will not at all be surprised to see another red bearish engulfing ER sell signal. I'm waiting for it. It's not here yet. If you're long, simply tighten your stops up, get closer to the current market. If you're not long, don't go long, in my opinion. If you're short, well, always limit your losses, but maybe be prepared to go short or add to shorts if you have the staying power, because it can go up a little bit more. I'm not saying it won't hit new highs again for a few days. I'm saying we're close to a turning point. And we've got the 5-minute chart on the Russell. Bonds did start to turn down significantly today. I'm still looking for a move down in bonds to at least 115 area, and that's not very far away, but probably down to 113-ish. Notes, same thing, looking for new lows for the last month or two, and expecting it to come down in support area, probably down to the 110 ballpark area. Crude made new lows last week on a close as well, bounced back up a little bit Friday and today. I expect it, frankly, to stop about where it is. That would be a good spot for it at the top of resistance and turn down to test the support, break support, get below 56, get below 56 on a close, and head further south. What about natural gas? Pretty much the same story. And remember, natural gas has been in this major head and shoulder top formation, which originally broke out on June 25 and has been basically trending lower since July, August, September, and then September and early October. We've seen it basically go sideways, which is fine. That happens. But I am looking for new lows on a closing basis below 3 soon. We've still got the pennant formation developing in heating oil. Support level approaching. Maybe it'll bounce off the bottom of the pennant. There's also a horizontal support level besides the slightly upward slanted bottom of the pennant line. Looking for that to be tested. Then we'll see what happens. It might bounce off of it, but we'll see. Overbought conditions on gold, even more so. We've had divergences now all of September and early October. New highs haven't caused the indexes to go up as much as they did before, the RSI in particular. I am looking for a top in gold, and I think it's right around the corner, very possibly this week. Next, silver, same story. Bearish engulfing sell signal on Thursday didn't work. New highs Friday. New highs again today, but overbought again today. Looking for a top. I'll scream bloody murder again when I think I see one. Always standard stuff. New high for the trend up. Platinum almost to my minimum upside objective I started talking about on September 23. Overbought condition, objectives almost fulfilled. I am looking for a top. I'm looking for it to start to move back down, probably at least to about 1469, maybe a lot lower. New high, slightly lower close, high grade copper. I can't make a case for a big bull move here. Overbought conditions. That's all I can say. I expect it to top out maybe where it did Friday and today. They're about the same prices and start to head lower. We'll see. Not sure that it's turned yet. It's possible. Minor high soybeans after a bullish engulfing on the bottom of the market that has already worked out pretty well. Not great, but this does not bother me. I think it's going to stop declining a little bit lower very soon this week, turn up to new highs above 1029. Next, probably the same story on soybean oil. We almost had a bullish engulfing. Today's high was 60, 50. We did. We had an outside up day, a bullish engulfing today in soybean oil. It's not green because we weren't oversold within the allotted number of previous days. But the bottom was also a few days ago, a bullish engulfing, again, right off of a support level, perfect bounce just like that. Next, M meal, bit of a dip, turned around after being oversold, ran a little, but it did kind of stop at a little resistance level. Not super important. I'll put a line there for everyone, and it should be about there. Okay, so there you go. That is resistance, not quite to it, not quite to it. Stalled out when it got there, finally got above, bounced off of it, went below it, and now stopping on the way back up. Not great, but showing a significant amount of indications that it's a support and resistance zone. So I'm looking for hopefully no new lows. I'm trying to justify a longer term bull market, but it's not holding as well as I'd like, as often as I'd like, and getting new highs as often as I'd like. So we'll see. Corn, hanging on, nothing new, trying to justify bullish trend. Maybe we've got a bottom formation of interest. We caught the bottom or almost the lowest low day, but certainly the beginning of the rally, August 14th. Next, we have a little bit of a bounce on wheat, but this low last week was the lowest low for years and years and years, way before the war started. Trend is down. Just can't justify anything particularly super bullish here. Neutral. That's about it for the moment. What about Apple? Doji, inside day, overbought conditions for a couple of weeks now. Upside momentum is dying. We had an engulfing, and it could have been one of my Bass Ackwards one on Friday, which would be bearish, but the market did hang on today to close a little bit lower. No new lows. I'm watching for lower lows. Bearish engulfing on Tesla. So far, Thursday, the high day exactly. A little stronger again today, up 22 on a $460 stock. That's not bad. That's pretty good. But the sell signal, the red day on Thursday of last week, still stands as a sell signal. Looking for lower lows, closing below Friday's low should start it to slide more. Next, overbought conditions stopped the rally on Thursday for NVIDIA. Looking for the rally to stop. It did turn back down a little bit more today. Expecting to see lower levels. Next, we've got the EM, the Mark E-mini again. We went through it. You guys have a great day and profitable trading to you.